Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to show you how you guys can consume Apache Hudi tables in Snowflake. This guide shows you by leveraging X table, which builds some metadata for Iceberg and Delta. After that, we will use a glue crawler, which will catalog this data in Glue Hive Metastore. After that, we are going to be simply creating these Iceberg tables in Snowflake. The underlying table is Hudi, and the X table builds the metadata for Delta and Iceberg. And then we are basically gonna consume that in the Snowflake. So I'm gonna show you that particular process. Not only that, you have a single data copy. You can consume as Hudi, Iceberg, Delta in Spark, or you can consume using Athena or Trino or Snowflake. Okay, so yeah, let's rock and roll. So I have a simple script which will insert like 6 person in on S3. So I'm gonna run this cell. So hopefully here you will see I do not have any data on my S3. This is again simple, right? It's just gonna build the Hudi table on my S3. It will have a ID, name, age, city, and a created timestamp. So I'll wait. I'm running glue on a Docker container. I see a folder called people. I see .hudi folder, and very soon I will see those partition also being populated. So let me wait over here a little bit, and once the cell execution is complete, I'll resume it. All right, so as you can see, that's complete. We go to S3. We have our Hudi folder and our Hive style partition. Fantastic, right? So the first part, we got it. We have a Hudi table, and now let's leverage X table to perform the translation. Again, I just want to make this note. Again, you do not have to use Xtable, but again, if you're using a tool called Hudi Streamer, you can use Hudi extension, and that will also build the metadata. So that way you don't have to run external sync commands. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I tell you that. Don't worry, I'll make that video in the next one. So don't worry about that. All right. So now, okay. All right. So now I need to define my config.yml. Here you can see my source is Hudi, and I want to build the table for Delta and Iceberg, so I can consume it in Snowflake, or for Delta tables, I can consume in Databricks, right? Yeah, this is a data set over here, table name and my partition. So now what I'll do is I'm just gonna perform a sync command. So I'm gonna say java -jar utility -0.1.0 beta 1 bundle jar, and the data set I'm gonna provide my config.yml. So let me run this. This will start building the metadata for Iceberg and Delta. It's running in the background. If I come here and refresh, I can see my Delta log. I should see a folder called metadata also. So let's wait. Once this is complete, hopefully, let me refresh here. Let's go to Delta log. I see my Delta tables metadata over here. That's great. And if I again refresh, I see the Iceberg metadata also, version hint.text, and then all those metadata files for Iceberg. So yeah, looks like it did its job right. Now, again, we have a table on S3, which is Hudi. We also have the metadata for Iceberg and Delta. Now let's catalog this in Glue Hive Metastore using a simple glue crawler. All right, so now let's leverage glue crawlers, right? So I'm gonna go to glue crawlers, and I'm gonna say, universal table format. You can name it anything that you like, really. Click on next, click on add data source over here, head over in the drop down and select Iceberg, and then on the S3 select the path to your universal data lake. So I'm gonna copy the S3 URI, paste this one here. I'm gonna click on add source, click next, select the IAM role, okay, and then click next, choose the database. So I'm going to be using the default database, and then I'm going to leave it to on demand, and then click next, review everything, click on create crawler, and then run crawler. So the crawler will take about a minute. So I'm going to pause the video, and once the crawler is complete, it will populate the table in the Glue Hive Metastore. So let me pause the video right here. And as you can see, it's about complete, 1 minute 3 seconds. Heading over to database, going to default, I should see my table over here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And if I go to Athena, come here, run a simple standard SQL ad hoc query over here. Lovely, I see my data over here. Great. So we have the table in Glue catalog, and now let's see how we can query this in Snowflake, right? All right, so the Snowflake part, right? Just a note, before this, you have to configure the IAM role and policy for both glue tables, so that snowflakes can access your glue tables, and also the S3. I have done that already prior to the video. I have a video which shows the configuration steps, and Snowflake has the documentation for that, so I'm skipping that part over here. Okay, so again, I went ahead and created an external volume over here. As you can see, this is the path to my external volume. That's the base URL. Then I also went ahead and created a glue catalog integration. And now I'm gonna use my tables in Snowflake, right? So I'm gonna say create or replace Iceberg table people. That's the table that I have over here. As you can see, people over here, right? Just wanna show you that. External volume to ext volume. Again, this is gonna point to this location over here on S3. So that's the location, as you can see, probably on the top bar. Again, region, account number, and then I use the catalog, SF glue catalog integration, which is this one over here, where I define the IAM role, the region, my AWS account, etc. And then of course the table name. So let's go ahead and create that. Again, I do not have any table called people over here. Okay, observe that. So if I run this, now you can see it's executing. Lovely. Let's refresh. Oh, I see a people over here. All right, let's see if I can query this. Select star from people, and let's see if I can query my same data in S3, which was Apache Hudi, in Snowflake. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. So I have all my records over here. Just to be sure, I'm gonna do a count. Count. Let's run that. I should see probably like 6 records, as you can see over here. Let's go to Athena, and let's do a count. Lovely. Look at that. So yeah, one data copy, consume it everywhere. No worry about locking into a particular vendor or table format. That's the universal table format, right? I can consume this as a Hudi table. I can leverage the fact that upserts are like blazing fast in Hudi because of various indexing option provided by Hudi. I can read the same table as Hudi, Iceberg, or Delta using Spark. I can read the same table via Athena. I can read the same table via Snowflake. I can read the same table via Redshift Spectrum via Glue Catalog. So I have the flexibility. You see what I'm saying, right? One data, I can read it wherever I want with whatever engine that I want, right? So hopefully made sense. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any further questions, leave your question in the comment. I will prepare some exercise materials shortly. Again, it will take me time because I have to put everything together, but I will make sure I'll paste exercise material soon on my GitHub. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and I will see you in the next video.